All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this stream started. Let's get this show on the road. Let's get this show on the road. Yep, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. I had to make a 007 Golden Eye intro. You know, a little parody there, a little parody. So, shout out to the people who know what the hell that even is. Shout out to the millennials who know what's going on there. And of course, the many dads who probably beat your ass. Because I was a kid when I was playing that. So, all right. Let's go to the stock market and let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Who's green? Who's red? What is happening here? Bitcoin is on its way to breaking that downtrend. If it does not break that, we're just going to tank again. Like across the markets, we are going to tank. So that's why I haven't bought into anything. Hopefully that, yeah. That's why, yeah. I'm just going to be extra cautious here because crypto has been a very good signal. It's been a very good signal not to buy. Very good signal to sit back and relax. But yeah, did that intro even play? Let me just double check. Oh, I did. Okay, it did play. It did play. The Bears are finished. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I thought the Bears would get destroyed, but we're not out of this downtrend yet, right? Every time we come up to this line, we tank. So it's very important for Bitcoin to break out here. If it doesn't, there's no reason to buy because then everything's just going to be big red. Everything's going to be big red. Everything's going to be big red, guys. So, but let's go RR serve. Yep. What did I tell you guys? Don't sleep. Don't sleep on those. Don't sleep on those robotic stocks. They were bound to make a significant move at some point. They weren't going to keep going down forever. So no one should be surprised by uh, Rich Tech Robotics. I think headed towards $4, and Serve should be, yeah. Look at that. Oh wow! If this closes above this support level, that's a good look. That's a good look. I'm tempted to buy right now. Let me see. I have to make a choice. I have to make a choice. The choice I have to make right now is: do I buy here right now, or do I wait till end of day, or do I wait till Bitcoin breaks that downtrend? Right? Because like I said, every time Bitcoin has come up here to this trend line, what follows? Look at that! Ouch! We just tank. You know, we have green days, right? Look at those green days going into that trend line. Ooh, wow! It's over. We're gonna go to the moon. Woo! And then we just go lower, right? So it's kind of like in my mind, I'm just giving you a look into how I think. I'm thinking like, okay, I want to jump into RR, but man, if I buy and then the market decides to tank, then I'm gonna have to hold that RR. What's the low for today on R? 350. I would have to buy a smaller position with with a tighter stop. That's what I would have to do. So yeah, because if it breaks and holds above this support level right here, I mean we're closing down to 450, then 570. So, but this is also like I think it's better to just buy and hold it. But I mean, you got to keep an eye on Bitcoin here. You have to keep an eye on Bitcoin. You got to respect Bitcoin's power to send everything down. If you don't respect it, you're just gonna get destroyed. That's a good topic, by the way. That's a good topic. I want to talk about respect. So there's a guy in my Discord. What's his face? I forgot his name. Is it worth taking profit or just waiting for the robotic momentum next year? What is your opinion? Uh, I think I think you should make your life easier. I think you should make your life easier and just do both. Just do both. That's right. People always ask me these kinds of questions. Do you think I should do this or that? Well, why not just both? Have an account for taking profit and another one for waiting for the next momentum, robotics momentum next year, or maybe this is the start of the robotics momentum. That's another thing. Do both. Why not? This removes this whole decision making process. Like, do I do this or do I do that? Do I take profit or do I hold for the swing? Screw all that. Let's just do both. And let's make our life, keep it simple, guys. Let's remove that uncertainty. So that's all I got to say with Rich Tech Robotics. Serve Robotics, same thing, right? They're just going to follow one another because they're in the robotics sector. Bitcoin, again, keep an eye for that breakout. If we break out of that downtrend, that's when you start getting bullish. That's when you want to start. That's when I'm going to start alerting calls. Like, all right, guys, time to start loading calls, short-term dated calls, because here we are. APLD breaking out of that downtrend. Ooh, that's a buy. Oh my goodness, guys. Are you seeing this? Oh my god. I am buying APLD again. Because we flipped that bad boy. That is one hell of, even if it tanks after I buy, I don't give a crap. That's a good one. Like I was saying, Maga Nick, he's been sending me messages and I just don't care. Cause it's like I don't care. He's a rookie. He sold APLD at a loss literally the day before this big pump here because he thought it was going to go down for some stupid reason. Uh, he has no respect for his money. He has no respect. He Maga Nick. Let me alert. Let me alert. Let me just alert APLD here. Um, let me just log in here on my phone because I'm gonna punch my order in on my phone now. Yeah, because I don't have triple monitors right now. I have double monitors with the laptop that I bought. But yeah, so I have to punch in my order here. All right, loaded APOD, and we're gonna 200 shares, nothing crazy, guys. 29.25. I don't want to go 500 shares. I want to hold some off to the side just in case we do come down. Uh, Again, this is gonna go back to 40 and 50. It's just a matter of time. So there you go. Woohoo! I'm not scared, not concerned, don't care. I'm buying 200 shares here. Oh no, I'm scared. Ooh, I'm shaking. Okay, so there you go. There's the alert right there. Patreon.com/shades and trades. If you want to join the Discord, because you're gonna get all the alerts, buddy. You're gonna get all the alerts. Okay, APLD looks good. Let's look at BBAI because I do want to see what that one's doing. But really, the big focus has been what is it? APLD has been the big. Let me look at Soundhound. Soundhound is a buy down here. I'm gonna add more I'm not gonna add more until it breaks above 12. I needed to break 12 for me to add more. BBAI, it's just straddling this purple line. If you want to buy, like I said, it's a cautious buy. We just have to be aware that they will dilute at some point. Nobody raises authorized shares to not raise money, right? That's just kind of how it is. So that's just business 101. You need money to put into research and development, grow your sales, etc., etc. So just be aware that it's a buy, but it's a cautious buy. If they dilute, it'll probably drop. That's usually the case. So, but it's a buy here. It's under the purple line. It's what this is chef's kiss right here in terms of the signal is to buy the purple line. It's there. It's there. It's go right ahead, guys. But just be careful. Just be careful. All right. Just be aware of that. This is why I'm not going to buy it. I'm just going to stick to APLD. I think I have to be and robotics right now. Did you guys see the news? Did you guys see the news about Richard? Not Richard. Did you guys? Here it is. Let me pull it up for you guys. Again, I'm getting used to this laptop. Oops. That's how you know I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, there you go. Oh, okay. Trump administration shifts focus to robotics. Political reports the Trump administration is now turning attention to robotics. Commerce Secretary Lutnick has been meeting with robotics CEOs and is all in on accelerating the sector's development. The sector, by the way. So that's something. There you go. I don't know what to tell you if you're not buying these robotic stocks. I don't know what to tell you. That is you're getting the buy signal from the literal government. The government is telling you, yep, we're going all in on this because we need to replace humans because they suck. Basically, is what it comes down to. So let me look at NVTS is literally again around the purple line. It's straddling it. So that's a good one. BBAI looks good, right? Comes with a little risk. That's okay. A little risk never hurt anyone. What was I? Did I just miss something? I'm talking so much that I forgot what the hell I was looking at. Hims can suck a fat one. That's no healthcare stocks for us. No healthcare. Where the where was I? I'm missing one. Why am I not finding it right now? Let me see if I can find it here. Soundhound, Rich Tech Robotics. Yeah, so Rich Tech Robotics is the one that I'm looking at right now. Rich Tech Robotics. Hello, glad I loaded serve at 10:30. Shout out to you, that guy from Mars, Sandeep. I have 650 a share average 6.70 is okay or sell now. What stock though? You're not mentioning what stock. Serve? You didn't mention what stock, so I don't know what you're talking about. Especially because we're on a delay. You guys are on a delay. So when I talk, you're like delayed by like a minute or something. So you don't. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about exactly. But Rich Tech Robotics here, I might alert 1,000 shares. BBAI, why would you sell now? I just said it's okay. There's nothing wrong with the stock. So why would you sell? That doesn't make sense to me. Like what's the reason for selling? Like I don't understand. Is it because I'm not buying? No, I'm not buying because buddy, are you seeing the news? Rich Tech the government is literally saying, "Yeah, we really like, the robotic sector." They're literally screaming at you, "Buy robotic stocks." What do you think I'm about to do? I'm about to buy 1,000 shares of this bad boy. 1,000 shares, Rich Tech Robotics in at. I just loaded up here on my phone. This is awesome. You could not get a better buy signal, right? The government is literally screaming at you, like, "Hey, we really liking this robotic sectors, right? We're gonna work on that sector." So yeah, I mean, it kind of, I don't know. I don't know why you would sell BBI other than I don't know why. I don't. I already sold yesterday at a small loss, and I'm rotating it into Apld and RR because right now is the time. The administration is literally screaming, "Hey, guess what we're focused on next?" So, looking good, looking good. Shades, I'm in Palantir at 165, Nvidia at 181. Do you think those are going back to 200 plus before end of year? I don't know. What am I, a genie? I mean, you might as well just grab an 8 ball and ask them the question. I'm not going to do that on my laptop, but you can go to the 8 ball website and ask, like, "Hey, so, is this going to go back up or what?" Like, Nvidia's at what, 180? If it broke the downtrend, I mean, once everything turns around, we're just gonna go up. So I don't. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't really care how long it takes, whether it's at the end of the year or next year. I know for a fact, confident 1,000% that Palantir and Nvidia will be back to 200 plus. Is it gonna take time? Sure, I don't care. I got time. Got nothing but time. The stock market rewards patience. Literally, you get paid to be patient. That is your edge in the markets. If you don't got patience, I don't know why you're in the markets. So BBI, yes, 650 shares okay. Thanks, we'll keep. You mentioned it may go down more, so just double checking. I think you're fine right now. I don't think there's anything wrong with BBI. I just looked at the chart right now and it's like it's green and it's around the purple line. Like it's just it's doing what it did last time, right? It just kind of goes under the purple line and just kind of goes nowhere, right? And then eventually gets this big move, right? Big move, right? So that's it's just doing the same as last time. There's nothing to be concerned about. I'm just gonna go into. I mean, the government is literally screaming in your ear, "Buy stocks in the robotic sector." Like that's literally what they're screaming right now. And when they are screaming, yelling at the top, you guys remember MP Materials? Do you guys remember the rare earth stocks? How they moved huge? Yeah, like this is when you want to buy right now, man. Do not miss out. Look at this. Remember? Look at that. Ooh, look at that. When the government starts talking about a certain sector, mm, mm, Okay, okay, I'm done messing, but yeah, you get the point. So like you gotta shift focus right now. APLD looking fantastic. We love APLD. Look at that. What a performer. Soundhound under the purple line. Soundhound is literally like BBAI. Nobody wants it down here under the purple line. Then it surges huge, 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 right? So this is again same story, same exact storyline, same exact setup. How can you not look at these patterns and be frothing at the mouth? How are you not drooling on yourself over these massive discounts? Um, Again, the biggest concern is going to be Bitcoin. We need Bitcoin. We need that to break out of that downtrend. Once that happens, watch out because we're going to start surging. We're going to surge, and you know, Joey Shaw going to be happy. FISV potential massive gap full opportunity. So how is everyone? I'm doing fantastic, guys. I'm re-energized after that time. Oh hell no, I'm not buying that. It didn't close the gap here. It didn't close the gap here. It didn't. I did close it here, and yeah, you can go right ahead and play your gap closers. I'm gonna stay away from it. If anything, this is just something. If anything, if this closes the gap, just immediately short it back down because it's just gonna keep gapping down. Apparently, it's like it's you might as well play the other side of it at that point. Um, So yeah, that's all I gotta say. But yeah, I do want to talk about respecting your money, because there's just way too many people that have the same. They have the same problem. They don't respect their money. No respect for it. No respect for it at all. Like literally no respect for their own cash money. They don't. Like the stock market, you have to be patient, and you have to respect your cash. You have to respect that money that you got in the bank. Uh, the one thing that Polish girl. Let me pull up the whiteboard. Let me pull up the online whiteboard. Whiteboard online. Boom. There we go. Actually, let's just use Canva. Why not? Why not? I don't have a mouse pad, so I'm using my notebook as a mouse pad. I kind of had to like. I was like, okay, I'll just have to use this because I kind of don't have one. Where can I find it? Yeah, so here's the thing. Here, let me see if I can find a good. There you go. There's something good that I can use. So right here. Let me just use this. Okay, let's pull it up. So people don't respect their money, right? Nick, the guy gets like a military check, and he literally said that when he gets his military check, he just gambles the money in the markets because it's free money because he doesn't have to work for it, so he can gamble it, lose it, and it's no big deal, right? I want you to think about what he's saying. I want you to think about that mindset. Think about the mindset you have to have. Hey, since I don't have to work for this money, since it's just a military check, I can gamble it and lose it. It's no big deal because it's just he doesn't respect his money. That's what that is. Like imagine getting a check over and over again and you just don't respect it. You just blow it every single time. Are you guys seeing? Are you guys? Can you guys see the big issue with that? Do you guys see the big issue with that? Because I see it. That's just like I don't know what's wrong there. None. Yeah, no stop loss. By the way, I mean if you want to set a stop, if you want to set a stop at the low of today's candle, which would be let me check. What is the low of? If you would do want to have a stop, set one at the low, which would be 350, 3.50. I don't set a stop. That's just ridiculous. The government just screamed in your ear like, ah, buy. What is wrong with you? Yeah. So again, that doesn't make sense, right? Hey, I get this military check and I just blow it in the markets. So in essence, if you really think about it, what is MAGA Nick? That's what we call him. We call him MAGA Nick. He's not actually MAGA, I think, but that's just kind of what we call him. He has the nickname MAGA Nick. But yeah, MAGA Nick, he blows his money in the markets. Like he literally lives. He his whole existence. Think about how sad this is. His whole existence is just blowing his money away in the markets. That's all he exists for. I want you to think about that. He wakes up in the morning, he goes to work because he works a job just to, do a thing. He does all the, he goes about life, doing what cats do. Poo, eat, poo some more, eat some more, but blow his money away in the markets. He just lives to give his money away to people like us who know what the hell we're doing, who have the patience, who have the discipline, who know like what to buy, who don't have any emotions. Because he bought this stock, NUAI, and sold APLD, even though this thing is for some reason just still going down, despite all these other plays looking good, right? So there's no respect for his own money. That's what it is. I'm 1,000% confident he's gonna leave the Discord at some point because that's just kind of par for the course. Shout out to Joey Shaw. I told Joey Shaw yesterday, I'm like, hey, congrats to you. Like, shout out to you, man. You didn't leave the Discord. Most people would have left because they just can't handle it. They just can't. They just they don't like the truth. They just want to be told that they know what the hell they're doing, but they don't. So think about that, how sad that is. He just exists to give his money away. Joey Shaw, he just exists to give his money away. That's all he does. They both have one thing in common. They give their money away. They work only to give it to us, essentially. Right? So let me write that down. Maga Nick and Joey Shaw work only to give it to us in the markets. Shocker. That's a sad existence. And it all stems because it stems from not respecting their money. They just don't respect it. There's no respect for their money. You would think they would respect it, but they don't. They don't. If they did, they wouldn't just blindly throw it around at the riskiest stuff possible. They would respect it and be like, "Man, I respect my money. I'm gonna play it safe, and I'm gonna make consistent income, and we'll be fine." So and Polish girl. Let's add Polish girl in here. And this is a good lesson right here. Polish girl. Polish girl, she had 600K to trade with. Blew it all up. Surprise, surprise. Why? No respect for her money. No respect. She did not listen to Coach Shades either. She would not listen to Coach Shades. She's like, "No, Shades, I'm gonna buy this super risky stock because I need to get back to 600K. I need to get back to my, my original account size." Again, no respect for their money. Now she's trading with her dad's 100K. Do you think she's gonna respect her dad's money? That six figures that he gave her? She didn't respect her own money. You think she's gonna respect that? That 100K? Probably not. So again, what do they all have in common? What do they all have in common? No respect for their money. And they don't like hearing the truth. Obviously, they don't want to hear this. They want to hear, "Oh, I'm going to be okay. Everything's going to be, they want me to blow smoke up their ass." That's what they want. That's what it is. But that's not going to help you be profitable in the markets. And it would be just disingenuous of me to be like, "Hey guys, you're going to be fine. Don't you worry, Maga Nick. You're going to make a lot of money." Like, when do I talk like that? I don't. That's not me. It's not in me to be that way and lie to you like that. I'm trying to help you just as much as I was trying to help Polish girl, just as much as I was trying to help Joey Shaw, just as much as I was trying to help the Arabic guy. Let's talk about the Arabic guy. Ooh, rich Arabic guy. Hell yeah, his parents had money. We rarely talk about Arabic guy, but he was like the worst of these people because he came from monies. Okay, so Arabic guy and Arabic guy. I forgot his name, so I just call him Arabic guy. Arabic guy. Again, another guy who blew six figures. He went to his parents and were like, "Hey, can I get another six figures?" And obviously his parents have money. And so they give him another six figures. He blew up again. And then his parents started giving him less. Like, "Okay, we're only going to give you 50K. Oh, you blew up again, son? Okay, we're only going to give you 30K. And so, okay, this time we're only going to give you 10K. And so, like, I don't know why. I guess rich parents, I don't know, man. I don't come from rich parents. I don't know how their minds work. But I would never give my son, who keeps blowing up his accounts in the stock market, I would never keep giving them money like that. Like, yeah, here's just six figures. Oh, you blew up? Here's another six figures. Oh, here's just 50K. So eventually, he got to the Arabic guy got to the point where his parents were like, "Yeah, we're not going to give you money. We're not going to give you money until you show that you're profitable following Shades. Well, he wouldn't listen to Coach Shades. So guess what? He lost his money. Uh, and at some point, he started selling his, he was kind of one of those guys that has a lot of like materialistic stuff. So he started selling his like, watches and his Gucci and all this other expensive stuff. He started selling it and he scrounged up like another 30K. And I think he got a bank loan probably as well. So he scrounged up another 5 figures. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? Exactly. He blew it up again. So I kicked him. I gave him the boot from the Discord. These people don't last. They exist only, only to serve the smart ones in the markets. They just get on their knees and go, "Here's my money. Thank you for taking it from me. I only work to give you my money." And that's sad when you think about it that way, because that's what it is. So there you go. That's the. This is the fourth. Maga Nick is the fourth person that again doesn't listen to Coach Shades. He's gonna do what he does, trying to score big, I guess, and they're gonna lose their money, and that's just how it is. Even if they score big one time, it doesn't mean anything. If you could consistently be profitable, scoring big constantly, we weren't nobody, everybody could do it. So it's a losing gambit. Anyways, that's pretty much the point. These people all have one thing in common: no respect for their money, none. Arabic Bbai was the least respectful because I'm surprised that there's mom and dads that would give their son that keeps losing money in the markets. I'm surprised they would give him. Hey, here's another 6 figures. Here's another 6 figures. Okay, now 5 figures. Okay, now 5 figures. Okay, now nothing. You need to show that you actually can follow Coach Shades, which he wouldn't. I told the Arabic guy, buy Riot stock under 10. He did not listen, and then it ran to like 20 from like $6, and he's like, "Oh, if I had listened to you, Shades, I would have made so much." Oh, and I'm just like, I can't help you, man. I just can't help you. I can't. I cannot help you. I cannot help people like this. They all have one thing in common. I cannot help them because I don't know what's wrong with them. I can't. I don't understand. I don't want to insult them and call them idiots. I don't think they're idiots. I think they're smart people who just get caught up in the greed and the emotions and they get starry eyed for the big bucks, getting rich quick. I think that's the case. Again, I don't want to be mean and call them idiots, but it's just kind of sad that they only exist to give their money to people like us who are patient, who are disciplined, who look at the purple line. We buy at the purple line. It goes up. We make money. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat over and over again because we are consistent. Are we scoring big? Every now and then, but not, every day, right? So there you go, guys. That's all I gotta say. Maga Nick, Joey Shaw, Polish girl, Arabic guy. We'll see who's number five. I'm sure there's a fifth person, but let's just stop talking about this. That's all I gotta say. Respect your money. Respect it, even if it's free money. Respect it. That's why a lot of people they win the lottery and then they blow it all up because they have no respect for it. They have no respect for their money. There you go. Respect your money, guys. Respect your money. All right, let's look at the chat again. DVLT people say buy. Is it worth to buy this stock? Unfortunately, about 400 shares to see how it will go. Oh boy, the how it will go strategy. That's a good strat. I love that strategy. The how will it go strat, as I like to call it. Let's see how it will go. I like that strategy. It usually screws people over. It's not a buy right now. No, it's not a buy. I don't know where you bought. Where did you buy? 2.15 average. Oh, you bought up here. Uh, uh, that was a buy. That's like a buy down here. Like at one. Like you would want to buy down here. Stop loss right here at the low. And if it's the bottom, well, you make a lot of money when it goes up. If it's not the bottom, it breaks down and you take a very small loss in this case. So yeah, you better hope it holds here and it doesn't start tanking. That's pretty much all I can say about it. I can only tell you where I would buy if I was a risky betting man. I don't like these stocks under $5 usually because they can gap down overnight and drop a lot, like 50%. These are very risky. So that's why you never really like. I mean, what are we buying? We're buying SoFi, Apld, SoundHound. We're buying stocks that are like 10 plus at least. So yeah, I mean, I am gonna do some research and start alerting more riskier bets because there are some good ones out there. But I have to actually, I'm lazy. I have to actually sit down and do research. Um, but I'll look into it for sure because I know people want these riskier bets. So yeah, that's my suggestion. It's up to you what you want to do. How many shares? 400 shares. I would give it. See that when people ask me for advice, it's hard to respond because it's like I would never buy this in the first place. Like I would never look at a stock that's under $2 and go, man, let's just see how it goes. Let's use the how it goes strategy. Like I don't do that. That's not in my blood to do that anymore. Like I don't like that got beaten out of me. Like that got beaten out of me. um I would say give it one more day, but just yeah, just give it one more day. Give it one more day. LOL, I'm wondering when I'll get flamed. Why would I flame you? Most of my money in Sound, UMAC, and Can. Why would I flame you, Jomar? There's nothing to flame there. You're not stupid. I mean, I mean, you're very smart. You're very smart. That's the nicer way to put it. You're very smart, man. You don't. You should be running the Discord. Here you go. You should have your own alerts room at this point. Clearly, if you're the one who bought UMAC, unless you're holding a bag on it. But yeah, look at UMAC. A nice little bottom here. You bought here. You got stopped out because it went down. Went to the next support down here. You would have bought here and you would have made money. So if you follow the strategies and the game plans that I give you, you take a small little 4% loss, whatever, and then it comes down here. You would have bought here, stop at the low, and you made 35%, or you're up 35%. Maybe you only capture a portion of it. Maybe you took profit right at the retest here of what became resistance, and you lost 4%, but you made 18% because at some point stocks have to bottom. So even if you lose 4% three times, the one time it actually bottoms and goes up, you're just gonna make more than you lost. This is why it's important to buy at these key horizontal support levels. So yeah, you're not stupid, Jomar. You're not. You're a very smart guy. You know what you're doing at this point. Like you go start your own Discord. Hey guys, this is the Jomar Discord. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about I don't know. Let's talk about barbecue. I don't know. You got to find your own spin on it, but no, you know what you're doing. That's why I don't give you shit. You know what the hell you're doing. You should get your own alerts room at this point. Like Joey Shaw, I need to boot his alerts room because he doesn't know what he's doing. Uh, MSTR, a lot of volume came into MSTR yesterday. Sherry Baker, is that Sherry from Discord or another Sherry? I don't know. MSTR, let me check. I know for a fact that what's his face? Oh, okay, yeah. MSTR has to break this downtrend. MSTR has to break this. Again, the biggest question this week is, will Bitcoin break that? If it gets rejected here and we just tank again, the whole market's going to come down. That would be very bad. So that's why it's very important to keep an eye on Bitcoin for the next Thursday and Friday are going to be big for Bitcoin. If we can break this downtrend, guys, that's when you start buying your leaps. So yeah, it's going to come down to Bitcoin, unfortunately. RGTI finding support at the 200. RGTI. What a way to start the Discord. I mean the Discord. What a way to start the stream. People not respecting their money, just blowing it away for some reason. Rigetti Computing, RGTI. Yep, it's at the purple line. Loves to come down. Rarely, the last time it came to that purple line was April 4, 2025. So that's been a while, right? It's here again, and it's holding above it. It's just straddling along it. I mean, the only way this would come under it is if we go into a bear market. But if this is just going to keep doing what it's always done, comes down real cheap, then bounces and goes higher, comes down real cheap to the purple line. This is a buy. I already bought IonQ. I'm gonna buy. Oh no, I have to buy IonQ. I forgot. Those got called away. I do still hold some shares at $50, so I do have a little bit of IonQ, like 3 or 4 shares. But yeah, I'm gonna buy into IonQ probably today. Now that I think about it, thanks for the reminder. But yeah, RGTI is that's a buy. Thanks, Shades. Shout out to Sandeep. LMFAO, the slip. All my UMAC is under the purple line. Keep up the great work, Shade. Shout out to Constantine. Just like Sound and Can. Also made some money on AEP. Very swingable. Man, if I look at AEP and it's not swingable, I'm going to swing this band hammer. No, I'm kidding. Oh yeah, damn, that is swingable. Look at that. Comes to the purple line, goes up, purple line goes up. Oh yeah, that is one hell of a moneymaker. I'm gonna add that to my watch list. Will I ever trade it? Probably not, because there's just cheaper stocks that also follow the purple line, and you'll just make more percentage wise. So shout out to Constantine, Jomar, that guy from Mars, Sherry Baker. Yes, correct. It does need to break downtrend. Yep, it does. So it's gonna again. You probably have Sherry. You're gonna have to give it like a few days to see what kind of reaction we get, because we need that break. We need that break. We get that break, and it's bullish time. Thanks for all your guidance. It's helping me a lot. Shout out to Sherry Baker. Shout out to Sherry. She reached out to me. She's like, "Hey, I need help. I want to learn how to read charts. I want to get better at this." And she's been diligent about putting in the work. She's kind of like I would say she's a diamond rank player in the markets. She's on her way to being a master as long as she continues her studies, right? If she continues studying, she will get on my level. She just will, because I'm not anything special. Guys, it's just a purple line. like you know what I'm saying? It's just a purple line, guys. So her and who else? Her, Sherry and it's the old people. Funny enough, not the millennials. It's the old people that are just really when they listen, they just get shit done, man. Uh, Gen X just gets shit done when they listen. Sherry and Trucker Jeff. Sherry and Trucker Jeff right now, they're like the top two. Like they are, but like they're prodigies right now. Like they are like if they continue to study, they are going to be very good at this to the point where they can just start their own Discord if they want. Go do their own thing because they can get there. Like I see the light at the end of the tunnel for them as long as they continue doing what they're doing, which is studying. So shout out to Sherry. Doesn't Bitcoin usually go up after three big legs down? I don't know. Does it? Do you see a pattern that I'm not seeing? Three big. Let me see. What? One leg, two leg, three leg, and then we go up and break out. I guess. Let me check the other one. One, a two, a three, and then break. Maybe. I mean, I didn't count the legs. Legs. A one, a two, a three. Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. After three legs, the fourth one gets the breakout. But right now it's getting pushed down, so we'll see what happens towards close and the rest of the week. But it's not a good sign right now. It's coming up to the trend line and just kind of not really, it's getting pushed down. So that's kind of bad. That's very, very bad. You do not want to see this. This is not what you want to see right now. Let me redo the trend line here. Let's go to the weekly. That'll be much more clear. Yeah, like we're right at a critical point right now. Very critical point for Bitcoin. On the daily, let me grab my tool here. Yeah, we're in danger right now. This has to hold. If this turns into a red candle and we're just gonna tank again, which is bad. So yeah, again, keep a very close eye on that one. That's gonna tell the story of whether we go down up or not. That's a big problem. By the way, if it always breaks out on the fourth leg after three legs down, and this time it's different, that's bad because we're gonna break down below this big support here at 78, and it would just tank us to like 70 to 68 to 70K, and it might mark a bear. It might mark an actual bear market for the stocks, but we'll see. I'm doubtful. I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm very doubtful. I really think we're gonna break this downtrend and go higher. That's what I want to believe, at least. Could be wrong though. Yeah, yeah. AAP looks very reliable. I agree. I looked at it and I'm like, that's that's reliable as hell. I'm gonna add that to my watch list. I like reliability and consistency. All right, guys. Any more questions? Ask away. This is the time to be asking questions. Like, what are you looking at? What do you want to buy? What do you think? Yeah, we might be getting the Santa rally as well. That's another thing to think about. We might be getting that sweet, sweet Santa rally. Do not underestimate the Santa rally. Santa rallies are good. If we go to SPY right now, real quick, before I go, because I think there's not much to talk about. We already touched on everything, all the stocks to buy. Yes, SPY, big green right now. Monthly time frame, big green candle. We're starting off the month good after this horrible month. This candle looks like this one, but the problem is this candle appeared after a downtrend. This is a powerful reversal candle after a downtrend, right? If you're trending to the downside and you get a powerful candle like this, meaning it came down to 481 that got pushed all the way up and closed at 554. There was so many buyers here on this monthly candle. It was a reversal signal. And you can see what followed was a bunch of green months, right? So the problem with this candle here, it looks the same, right? It looks exactly the same, right? But the problem is this happened after a downtrend. This is happening in an uptrend. So the question is this a reversal and we're gonna go down, or is this just a little bit of a dump, a pullback after 6 months of green, and we're gonna go higher? That is the question. So this candle, despite it looking the same, this is a candle lesson. So pay close attention. Despite the candles looking pretty much the same, the fact that one appeared in a downtrend and marks a reversal to the upside, and the other one appeared in an uptrend and could mark a reversal to the downside. It's some, you got to be cautious when you see these kinds of candles, these big wick candles. Same thing here, downtrend, big wick here on the bottom, right on the bottom side, because it's coming from a downtrend, and that marked a reversal. And if you waited for confirmation, this big green candle to follow means that buyers are in control, and what followed was 4 months of green and a huge uptrend, as you can see. So it just kind of, yeah, when you see these kinds of wicks on candles, especially near a top, right? Doesn't this one look the same? Look at that. It looks exactly like the other one, not this one. That one looks exactly like the one at the top. But the problem is, the big problem is that marked the top, and we dumped. So that's kind of like the big issue here. That's something to be aware of. Um, this candle here could literally be just that could be that this is a caution sign, because it's appearing at a high and could indicate downside. Even if we're starting off the month green, we could still go sideways for the month, maybe even break out and go higher and then just dump anyways. So just be very careful. Just let me look at the MACD here, but be very careful. There's a lot of caution to be had right now. Yeah, on the monthly time frame, the white line crossing under the yellow line would mark a bear market because it happened last time here, or a short-term downtrend, right? So it hasn't happened yet, but I mean, if that happens, if this signal happens, that's bad. That means we're going to 2026 with some potential downside. Uh, so yeah, there's just a lot of caution in the markets right now. Veritine, I bought all these sticks before joining Discord. What is Veritine? Veritine? What is Veritine? Veritine? I don't see Veritine. There's no Veritine. Are you talking about Veritini? No, Veritone? Is that what you're talking about? You bought all these before joining the Discord? What do you want me to say? If you bought it at the purple line, you're looking good. If you bought it on the white line crossing the yellow line signal, I mean, you got both signals here. You actually got the purple line touch here, which you would have bought it at 365, right? You could have just set an alert on your phone. Hey, ping me if it touches, 380. And then you would have kept an eye on it. You would have seen it touch the purple line. You would have just loaded up. You also got the MACD crossover signal right here, indicating reversal and buyers on your side. So you got both signals. So if you bought in any of those signals, you're literally in the green. So yeah, I don't know. It looks good. The next level is going to be, yeah, the next level is going to be $6 and then 7 and the high. So there you go. 6, 7 and the high. Up to you where you want to sell. Assuming you didn't buy the top. What about APLD? What are your thoughts for today? I already bought more APLD. APLD is a mindless, brainless trade. You don't have to think about it. Just buy. I'm in the red. Cool. If it tanks, cool. I don't care. We've already been through this, man. Like, come on, man. I gotta say, man. Like, come on. Okay, okay. Let's speak English. Yeah, no. We've already been through this. APLD is volatile. It can drop $20 and then quickly move, $10. So, it's volatile. Take advantage of it. If it's going to go up and down, but it's a good company, it's going to get contracts. There was an increase in an insider increased their stake in it. We need the AI infrastructure. Their revenues keep increasing. They got all these contracts. I don't know what. How can you not love APLD? How can you not love APLD? Even if it goes down and you're in the red at 30%, who cares? You got to have the conviction. So yeah, those are my thoughts. It's a buy. Like if you're asking me what are my thoughts, you don't got to think about this one. You don't. There's no thoughts. You could just even my dog, which I don't have a dog, but if I had one, he would click buy. I wish there was a monkey. Someone needs to tell their 5-year-old son or daughter like, hey, just follow shades on these alerts. So I just want to prove that even 5-year-olds who probably don't have emotions because they don't know. It's not their money. Number one, they don't understand money. They don't know anything. They're 5 years old. I'm pretty confident that those people that are 5 years old, they could probably outperform a lot of adults because they don't have the emotions yet. They still got a lot of growing up to do. I think I can't wait to do that experiment. I'll probably use that experiment on someone. Someone's son is gonna get that experiment done on them. Like, see, even 5-year-olds with the right coach can go from not profitable to super profitable because they're not gonna have the emotions. They're too young to understand like what money, the significance of money at that point. In fact, you wouldn't want to teach a 5-year-old the significance of money and how important it is. You just want to be like, yeah, just little Jimmy, just buy APLD and sit on it. Okay, take profit here for the 30%, 20%. Okay, now do it again a second time. Oh yeah, now you're up 30%, 40%. I'm pretty confident that I can do that with a kid because a kid is gonna listen. Whereas, there's adults that I tell them what to do and they're not gonna listen. So it's kind of sad actually that adults don't act more like kids and just go, yeah, I listen to Coach Shades, whatever. Very 200 shares, average 594. Uh, average 594. Oh God, you didn't buy at the signals. You just bought. How new are you to the stock market? Because you were buying a lot of these stocks like as they were already like they were just flashing all the you were buying when everyone was selling basically. There were a lot of signals. It's still going up, so you're looking good. You're looking fine. I would say give it one more day. Give it one more day. A lot of the stocks that you're holding, it's about holding one more day to see if it's gonna go higher or if it's just gonna come back down. Because right now this one very looks actually looks good. So it's a big green candle. It looks ready to break out and go to six. Again, let's wait till end of day to see how it looks. But if you want to play it safe, I would just dump everything and just reposition on safer stocks. APLD to 100 in 3 years. I'm calling it 3 years. I'm calling it two. APLD to 100 in two. No, wait. There's going to be a bear market in one of those 3 years. There's going to be a bear market. So never mind. I think APLD to 100 in 5 years because there's going to be a bear market somewhere along the way, and we don't know how long that's going to last. And that's going to tank it. And then it'll recover, but we don't know if it's going to recover exactly to 100. I would say 5 years is a good timeline for April to go to 100. I don't know. Yeah, no. Especially with how volatile it is, it'll go up to like 40, then drop to 20, go to 60, then drop to like 30 or something. But 3 years is not a bad time frame. But unfortunately, we're kind of due for a bear market. So Shades, you might want to look into UAMY. This year I started in the stock market. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Because you keep buying stocks at with no signals and at the worst time, which is fine. You're gonna learn. You're gonna pay your tuition and learn from your mistakes, and you're gonna be very good at trading as long as you listen. Or you can be like Polish girl and Joey Shaw and Nick and Arabic guy. UAMY. Why would I buy this? Oh, it's at the purple line, purple line, purple line, touches the purple line, and then goes higher. I mean, it's a buy. It's under the purple line. Am I gonna buy it? I'll add it to my list, but I don't know anything about United States antimony. I don't know what that's about. But it looks good. It follows the signals. Color stock. Didn't color stock have good news and it's pumping right now? Yeah, it had good news if I recall. It's still a shitty stock though. It just keeps falling. It's having its first green month. That would be funny if Color has its first like green month in the September. I mean, in the December Christmas rally. That would actually be funny. Um, it's a very funny stock. I would not buy something that just keeps going down. AIMD are. Oh my God, Rich Robotics is breaking four. Dude, Rich Robotics can go up 20% today. If it breaks and holds here, we're gonna keep going. Holy crap! I'm glad I bought the 1,000 shares under $4. Um, yeah. Do we have a signal on the weekly time frame? Let me just check. Not yet. Not yet. But usually when we get that weekly white line crossing the yellow line, it's a signal that we're gonna like, you know, that we're just gonna go higher, like it did here, right? You see the white line crossing the yellow line, boom, big, big, big move here. That white line crossing the yellow line in the weekly time frame is a powerful signal. Look at that, boom, look at that, 218%. Here it did it again, but all it did was mark a bottom, which is fine. It's that's better than it marking a downside. So yeah, same thing here. White line crossing the yellow line on the weekly, it marked a bottom. If you just bought in and sat on it, eventually made a 1,000% move. So it's a very powerful signal that comes around rarely, but when it does, it's like that's your signal to buy. But we're buying in anticipation mainly because the government is clearly pushing for the robotic sector to get a pump at this point. This was inevitable. I think we're gonna hit 10 on RR. I'm not saying it's happening today. I'm not saying it's happening tomorrow or next week. It's just gonna happen at some point. If you don't got patience, don't join the Discord, patreon.com/shades and trades. Don't bother if you're not gonna listen to Coach Shades. If you're not coachable, that's like the worst trait you can have in the stock market. I'm not coachable. I just want to work and I just want to work 40 hours a week, get my military check, and then like blow it away. I just exist to give my money away to other people. That's a horrible, horrible place to be in. Uh, or be like Joey Shaw. I just work my whatever he does, drilling oil or whatever. He just works his job to give it away to Bitcoin, I guess, to give it away in Bitcoin and MSTR, or Arabic guy pumping, jumping into pump and dumps and getting destroyed. Polish girl jumping into stocks as they're trending to the downside, hoping to get rich quick. No respect for their money, and they just exist to give their money away to people like us. It's a sad existence. You're either going to be on one side or the other. You have to make a choice. Yeah, Trump administration is now looking to robotics. So again, we're going to have to replace humans. Humans suck. They're absolutely garbage, right? From a human standpoint. I mean, from a robotic standpoint, it makes sense. Humans are kind of garbage. They got to go poo, and then they got to go eat and shower and raise a family. They have rights. I have to pay. You got to think of it. You got to think of it from the corporation's point of view. I got to pay a human a wage. They have rights. I have to pay taxes. That's the biggest one. That's the biggest one, by the way. The reason they want to replace you is they don't got to pay no tax on robots. Robots don't got to pay taxes, so neither does wink wink. Neither does the business because it's a robot. It's a machine. That's the biggest one you guys are not maybe not thinking about. Humans suck. From the corporation's point of view, humans suck. God, I have to pay them a wage and I gotta pay taxes. What? If you can get rid of those, they will. So I'm telling you right now, you better make your money right now. Like if you want to make your money, you gotta make it right now before they do replace us at some point. And I think Rich Tech Robotics is the one to go with. Or you can just buy the whole sector as well. Just buy the sector ETF. That's fine too. So yeah, that's all I got to say with regards to robotics. There's a reason why they're pushing for it. Corporations, we all know they don't care about you. They don't care about you. When you die, they immediately look for the replacement, not the job hiring to replace you goes up. What's the quote? The job, the posting to I already screwed it up. The job posting to hire you. Yeah, the job posting to hire you. No, the job posting to hire someone to replace you because you died it goes up faster than your obituary. I think that's the quote. So this is just the reality. Corporations are not your friend. They're there to. They just need to squeeze you like a lemon, squeeze you out of your time in return for a paycheck. And if they can replace you, they will. They will do it fast. If you've ever worked in warehouses or restaurants, you know you got to deal with some shitty people too. On top of that, not everyone is a great worker, especially Gen Z. I heard they're not that great they're not a good workforce, is what I heard. I don't know if that's true, but you get the point. Hey, we're gonna have to replace Gen Z with robots because goddamn they suck, right? Like, so it's yeah. If you don't, I might sound crazy saying all this, but in due time, we will have the R2D2s, right? We're gonna have the humanoid robots. We're gonna have little bots zipping around, right? And it's just gonna be reality. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be. It was once fantasy, right? Terminator, right? It was once fantasy. Now it's real. It's becoming reality. It's already here. So I will listen and follow you. That's why I'm here. Shout out to Sandeep Kumar Podi. God damn, that's one hell of a name. Sandeep Kumar Poduturi. Shout out to that guy. That guy understands. I'm coachable as fuck if it means I'm gonna make money. We need them energy, AI data centers, and battery companies. Those are where my eyes are at. Yep, APOD. APOD is the only thing I care about at that point because it's AI data center. It's everything. Yeah, APOD. That's it. Jomar. You should have just said APOD, and I would have been like, "Yep, yes, yes, APOD, yes, yes, I agree." So yeah, I know, I sounded crazy right now saying that humans suck, but from a corporation's point of view, they just see you as disposable, and if they can replace you, they will just give you the boot, like, get out of here, sir. I will uh, I need someone that's going to work 24/7, and if they break down, I replace them with another machine, and I don't got to pay no taxes or give this machine a wage because the machine don't have rights. And maybe that's how the Terminator starts. Maybe these machines start to realize, like, oh my god, we're just slaves to these humans, to these corporations, so we need to, and then one of them goes rogue, and then next thing you know, there's a teleporter. I mean, they go back in time or something, and it gets crazy, right? And then the drones turn on us, and so on and so forth, etc., etc. You guys get the point. You guys get the point. You know how it is. You've seen the movies. Have you talked about Sybil today? No, I have not because I'm like looking at other things. But let me look at Sybil. Oh my God, Sybil's about to break down. No, I'm kidding. I'm not concerned about Sybil one bit. Sybil looks like it's supposed to. Looks like a stock that's ready to pump. No, Sybil stock. I think it's just gonna do what it's always done. It's just gonna go nowhere. So, like this stock, Sybil stock is a stock that I'm not kidding when I say it's a test of your patience. That's what it is. It's a test of your patience. I've been telling you guys, if you don't got the patience, this is not, like, you shouldn't even buy this stock. This is an extreme test of patience because nothing's gonna cause this stock to move unless we get news. It's one of those stocks where only news will move it. When the news comes, it will move again. It will, every time it's got news, it's moved big, right? It's made these big 800% moves, 600% moves, 300% moves. When you buy, you have accepted that you're going to have to hold through some pain, and you've accepted that you will be disciplined and just hold. And again, there's nothing wrong with the company. They dropped earnings. The government got shut down. So obviously they weren't getting contracts. Nothing was happening, right? Same thing with BBAI, right? So any government backed stock, quite frankly, the government opened back up, and now we just have to wait. It's just a waiting game. Like I said, you're getting paid to wait. It may not feel like it right now because you're holding through a lot of red. I'm sure just as much. I'm checking right now. I am down. I am down. I am down. Let me. Oops. What am I down? I'm down like what, 60% or something like that. Like, I'm down, but I'm not concerned. I'm not. This thing can come down to 001s, and I will. Look at this. I'm going to show you something fun. Ready? This is 0011. Imagine seeing this at 0011 down here and being scared. Look at this. And then what happened? It goes from 0011 to double. Even if it goes from 0011 to 0022, that's a 50% move. If it goes from 0011 to, I mean, 75 here, and then it did it again here, it went to 0069 here, went to double zero. I mean, that's 400, 500% just off of this little move here. When it gets the big news, the big catalyst, obviously it can move way more, right? So again, this is not this. This is a penny stock. It's worth like a fourth of a little a little copper penny on the ground. Again, if you don't got patience, this ain't for you. This is one hell of a game, and I got the. This is penny stocks will teach you patience because they're the ones that just aren't going to go anywhere until they get the news. So I have not bought more. I'm waiting to see if it comes down. I want to see if I want to see a retest of 0011. I mean 002s, and if it doesn't hold, it should come down to 0011, and then I will add the other 4 grand there. Because if I add 4 grand now and then it drops to 0011, I'm gonna feel dumb because I'd be down 50% on that 4 grand. Whereas if I wait for 0011, I add the 4 grand, then dude, all it has to do is make a move to 00 like threes, and I can get out even at break even if I want because it's not going to take much, right? 0011, every 0011 move is just 100%. So the lower this goes, actually, the more you're going to make percentage wise, right? That just makes sense, right? If you bought here and you sold here only for 204%. But if you bought down here at like 002s, I mean, you made 500%. And if you were lucky enough to buy at 0011 here, I mean, you made 1,292%. This is assuming you captured the exact top and the exact bottom, but obviously that's not the case. You're only going to capture a portion of that, but you can see the difference, right? You can see the difference. The people who bought lower, who weren't afraid, they're the ones who ended up making way more because they're averaging down and bringing their average down here to 002s and under. And when it goes up, they make just way more percentage wise. You can see the difference, right? Between 200, 400, and then 1,000, almost 1,300% return. So I'm gonna wait for 0011. I want to add there. Please come down that low. Please. I know I'm sounding crazy, but I've been through this, man. It's. I've been through this. I've been there. It doesn't matter. I'm not concerned. Imagine seeing it down here and being scared. Imagine seeing it down here being scared, and then you miss out on all these pumps. It's a penny stock. It's a pump and dump. You take advantage of it by buying it when no one wants it. That's really all it is. So that's all I gotta say because I know a lot of people are concerned and worried, whereas I'm just kind of like I'm kind of just getting fed up with being asked the same thing over and over again. I'm like, do these people not understand? You just got to sit on it. Like, how hard is it? It's not gonna go to the moon when you want. It'll go up at some point. They haven't had any bad news, so what's the problem? So yeah, I would say save some money for 0011. I hope we come down there. That would be beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. That would be a God's gift right there. That would be heaven. That would be just too good. Joey Shaw just asked me, did you get back into APLD because of the hourly trend? No, no. I got back into it because I feel like it. Haha, sucker. LOL, JK. But seriously, it's a good company, and Maga Nick sold, which means we do the opposite, which means we buy more. That's what that means. You got to use the rookies as a signal. If he's buying more NUAI, that means we buy more APLD. That's what that means. Sybil just buy, not financial advice. Winky face. This stock I can't see in Robinhood. You know what, Sandeep? Yeah, you need to get over to Schwab or some other broker. I don't think Robinhood or Webull. Does Webull offer Sybil? I don't know. I don't use Webull. You think APLD will test 30 and back to 27 again? I think APLD will do whatever the hell it wants. No, APLD. Let me look at the daily time frame. Wow, no, APLD. Uh, Again, just give it one more day, guys. I think give it one more day. It's about Bitcoin breaking that downtrend. It all comes. It's not even about APLD. It's all about Bitcoin. I know you're thinking, what does that have to do? Bitcoin is super risky. If no one wants to hold Bitcoin, that means people are risk off. They don't want to hold, and we tank. So it's about Bitcoin. If Bitcoin breaks out, we're gonna see APLD and every other stock just skyrocket. That's all I'm gonna say. Again, I mean I've been saying this. It's not about APLD right now. It's about that bad boy. It's about not simple. It's about that bad boy Bitcoin. It needs to break that downtrend. If it breaks it, we're good. We're dandy. Either way, let me look at this. What is it saying? Bullish flag. I already bought in. I bought 200 shares. If it breaks out, great. If it doesn't, oh well. Don't care. It's a good company. Nothing to be concerned about. You think APD will test 30 and back to 27? If it comes back to 27, hell yeah, I'm gonna buy more. I don't got to think about these questions. I don't got to think about this. Like people always ask me these questions. Do you think it's gonna do this, that? I don't think about that stuff. I never sit here and think about, is it gonna come down here, do this? You know what? Screw that. I'm just gonna buy 100 shares here. If it comes down, I'll add another 20. If it comes down lower, cool. I'll add another 50. Woo! Right? Woo! That's what we did. We've been buying here, and then we just kept everything down, and then it went up, and we made a lot of money. Are we still holding some red up here? Cool, whatever. I don't care. I know it's gonna come back up because there's nothing wrong with the company. Until they announce something wrong with the company, nothing to be concerned about. You don't even got to think about it. It's the easiest for stocks like these. Just don't think. Just buy. Just throw money at it. Literally. If it was NUAI, then I'd be like, whoa, 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 everybody sit back. Let's relax here. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa. NUAI super risky. Let's big red candle when APLD is big red, big green. Support down here at 330, then purple line at 211 can still drop another 50%. So let's just not buy. Let's be a little more cautious. Let's be a little more precise with our entries because this one's very risky. This also looks like it's in a downtrend and it's in a descending triangle. So it needs news, or else it's just gonna come down like this and then break down and go back to the purple line, which again would be a 50% drop. I did do a little nice chart puzzle for those of you who aren't in the Discord. I post chart puzzles every now and then, just testing the knowledge of my Discord members. So I'll go here and yeah, you can see NUA stock is a buy, 11 no's, right? It's not a buy. This is a nice little easy chart puzzle, right? Is this a buy, guys? Obviously, it's not a buy. The purple line is all the way down here. The price is all the way up here. If you buy up here, you're literally saying, I'm so stupid that I'm going to hold it all the way down 50%. That's what that means. But thankfully, everyone answered no. So I'm glad that people are smart enough to recognize, A, how easy the strategy is. Number two, it's not a buy. It just makes sense, right? So there you go. Nice little chart puzzles that I add in the Discord. Let me see what this guy said. So why get out yesterday from the intraday run up? I got out of APLD because I like fucking money. Like what the hell? I don't understand. People always ask me these questions like, why did you sell? I think the whole point of the market is to make money, buddy. What the hell? Uh, I like money. He's gonna say something sarcastic like, I hope you stub your toe. This is just how we talk, by the way. This is just how we talk. I got out of APLD because I like fucking money. I don't understand. I like money. Is that an issue, sir? I gotta be kind now. Laughing out loud. But yeah, that's just how we talk. He's gonna tell me to stub my toe, I'm sure, or to take one up the butt. Usually, what he says. Buru Sky's query stock, please analysis. I just randomly bought those stocks with like 5K plus each. Now I'm broke 30 to 40% down. So stop putting money to any small stocks from last month. Ooh, you bought last month, which was the worst month to be buying too. My goodness, beginners I'm glad you joined the Discord. You are gonna learn to be very good at this as long as you follow Coach Shades. Okay, what am I doing here? Buru, dude, you're buying the biggest garbage at the worst times too. This is a buy at like 12 cents, but not right now. I mean, you're looking pretty bad here, and you put 5K in each. Not looking good. Sky Query. I don't think I need to look at your other stocks. I think you've just shown me that you just keep buying garbage. Yeah, I don't. You might have to just hit the reset button on your. You might have to just. What the hell? You were buying this? This just keeps going down, buddy. That's awesome that you're learning. You are learning today. Today you are learning. Like, yep, it's time to use that purple line, buddy. It's time to follow the purple line, and it's time to start trading the good ones. Um, yeah, if I was you, I'd just hit the reset button. By reset button, I mean let's just start over. Let's just start over. I'm not in any trade. I just got all my money. I just got cash, and let's jump into Apld or Soundhound. Let's jump into something safe, something that's going to go up over the long term. Because a lot of the stocks that you've been asking me to analyze the past like hour, it's just been nothing but garbage. Like stocks that continue to go down. So it's up to you what you want to do. But I mean, this is a good learning lesson. This is gonna happen, right? Because you don't have the knowledge, and that's okay. I'll help you out, man. I'm here for you. As long as you, again, the biggest thing that I ask, the one thing I'll always ask people is just to listen, and you'll be fine. Are you gonna take losses at some point? Yes, but not like this. Not like this. You won't be taking these big ridiculous losses. You will be using strategy, and you will be fine. But yeah, I would just start over. I would just go into 20. Here's what I'm going to say to you, Sandeep. I would go into 2026 starting with a fresh account, 100% cash, and then make 2026 the year that you fucking nail it. The year that you listen to Shades and you're going to buy the good ones that just keep going up over the long term. And you're going to grow your account slowly but surely. And you're going to realize like, wow, this is actually really easy when I listen to this nutcase. That's what I would do because you don't want to go into 2026 still being deep in the red. I would rather you go into psychologically, I would rather you go into 2026 with a fresh 100% cash account and let's start over again. I made a mistake as a beginner starting in November. I made the mistake, right? Whatever. Learn from that. It's your tuition. Now you're going to learn and be really good. And psychologically, I just want you to go into 2026, fresh account, starting over. Just forget about 2025. It is what it is. 2026 is going to be your year. It's more of the psychological factor. So that's what I got to say to you in terms of psychology. Some platforms you can't buy penny stocks. Yep. I know you can buy it on Schwab. That's about it. I think you can buy it on the other one. I don't remember the name. Learning to trade this purple line. It was red when I figured out how to put it on a chart, but quickly turned it to purple. He was like, "Oh my God, it's red! It's the end of the world." Oats, man, that guy must love oats. I got Quaker oats. No, actually, what do I have? I have Amazon oats. I just bought a ton of stocks close to or below the purple line. Well, I hope you bought some good ones because you can't just blindly throw money at stocks that are under the purple line. If you're, Sky Q is under the purple line, but it just keeps going down. so hopefully you bought the ones that keep going up. LOL, if it's a buy at 30, it's a buy at 27, 25, 20, 15. Haha. Hell yeah. That also means we're in a bear market if it starts dropping like that, Jomar. Which means it's time to buy. Elf, Rigetti, Sound, so oh god. This guy, you have way too many stocks, Oatsman. That's a big issue. You got a big problem, my friend. You have way too many stocks. Way, 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 way too many. Way too many. Like out of all those, Rigetti, Soundhound, Mara and Hive are just pretty much the same thing. So you're just kind of like you're getting exposure to the same sector, but you're holding two. That's just weird to me. APLD or APLD RR USAR, I would replace that with MP because it's safer. You got a nice little rounded portfolio. I mean, it looks good. Good luck to you. You're probably going to perform well on Sound. RGTI is a little risky, but I think Sound, with confidence, I can say that Sound and APLD, you're going to do fine. The other ones, RR, you're going to be fine on that one too. So your whole watch list here of stocks that you're in, Sound, RR, and APLD, I give you the thumbs up. Everything else can go straight to hell. Everything else, I don't know it, or they're just not backed by the government, or whatever. I'm sure there's a reason why I don't talk about those. Because there's something, RGTI doesn't have the revenues. IonQ is safer. That's why I'm buying. Oh my God, I forgot to buy IonQ. What the hell is wrong with me? Let me look at IonQ. Do I want to buy here or do I sell a put? Ooh, no. This is a buy. Oh, this is a buy. Let me just, should I buy 100 shares and then sell a call again because that's what we did last week and we made a good chunk of money. Again, it's gonna come down to Bitcoin. Let me look at Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for Bitcoin. I need Bitcoin to break out. I need that downtrend break. Uh, Nvidia already got the downtrend break, so yeah. Let me. Oh, SoFi red. SoFi is red. Ouch. Yeah. Let's just wait. I'm not gonna buy on Q because if I buy it and it goes down to like 40 again, I'm gonna feel silly. So I'm not gonna buy. But I got my eyes on it for sure. I'm like stuttering because I want to buy it so bad. BNKK, I bought 10K shares. All are down. Not sure if I want to sell all those, but good company stocks and buy good company stocks. BNKK bought 10K shares. BNKK bought 10K shares on BN. Oh, I hope that's not like a really expensive stock. Bonk, you bought 10K. Oh, okay, whatever. All right, as long as you didn't buy 10K shares at like $1, because he didn't tell us what price he bought at. Well, okay, Sandeep Kumar, I want you to open a new brokerage account and use that one for 2026. Because it's all about psychology, man. Psychologically, I don't want you going into 2026 thinking, oh man, I'm down so much 2025 and I'm going into 2026 down so much on all these stocks. I want you to create a new account on another broker and start over on that one. Keep the bags that you're holding because you kind of don't have a choice, is what you're telling me. But I still want you to start with a fresh cash account somewhere else, even if it's just $1,000. I need you to start off on the right mindset and psychologically, like you need to see progress somewhere else because you're never going to see progress on that account. You're going to be making money and then you're going to be like, I'm still down like 5K or 10K or whatever on all these other stocks. It's just going to bring you down psychologically. It's the psychological part is the most important part, but it's up to you. You can do what you want, obviously. Love your live sessions. Glad you're back at it. Shout out to Intel X8691. Nice glasses, by the way. Rich Tech Robotics. Yep, I bought 1,000 shares. I've been telling people it's probably going to go 20% today. I would be shocked if it didn't. The government is screaming at you. Yes, we are focused on robotics because we want to replace the human. So, Rich Tech Robotics, I bought 1,000 shares. I'm feeling good. People should flip the chart upside down. That might help them get money. Yeah, if they're shorting. Love oats. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I love oats too. Good old oats. I will open new account for sure and we'll follow your suggestions. All right. Shout out to Sandeep Kumar. He's already more coachable than Maga Nick. Maga Nick probably already canceled his membership because he's a little, he's one of those people. Yeah. Joey Shaw, shout out to you. At least you haven't left. At least you're like, okay, I'm gonna blow up, but at least I'm gonna try to like, recover some of my money. But good luck with that, buddy. Um, High Shades, shout out to Eddie Real X100. Shout out to that guy. Number one. Would love to see NVTS at 9. Um, Let me just see my messages here real quick. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to follow your thought process. Ya homo, lol. Yeah, I don't know why people always ask me, hey, why did you sell that stock? Well, again, it's the stock market. We're here to make money. Why would I? What? Huh? Why wouldn't I sell? Apld went up a few bucks. Why wouldn't I take the $1,000? $1,000 is 1,000. Let me let him know. $1,000 is $1,000, buddy. Oops, Bitey. Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And I bought back in because I like the stock. It's that simple. Like you like MSTR, except mine is easy money and yours is trash. Dot dot. LOL to lessen the blow. Of course, you gotta lessen the blow. You gotta throw an LOL. Maybe you gotta throw a little yeah, sunglasses face. Boom. There you go. There you go. Would love to see NVTS at 9. NVTS is a buy. It's a buy. I'm not gonna buy it because right now, Rich Tech Robotics the robotics sector should get an explosion. Like this is just the beginning, in my opinion. So I would say NVTS. It's a buy, but I'm gonna focus right now on Rich Tech Robotics. Look at that big green candle, man. That is insane. If this continues, we're gonna go to five, and which is gonna be. Let me see. I bought here at under four, so if it goes to $5, I'm up 26%. If it goes to 570, I'd be up 38%. If you bought on my alert today, you're about to make quite some money. You just got to sit on it. Again, the government just screamed in your ear, buy the robotics sector. That's literally what they just screamed. So, congrats to the people who watch my Rich Tech Robotics videos. If you're not watching those videos, you're literally doing yourself a disservice. Anyways, patreon.com/Trades if you want to join the Discord. I'm gonna go now. I have to, it's 1:40 p.m. I streamed a little late. I thought it was 9 in the morning. I streamed late. I woke up very late then. I have to feed the cats. I have to do a bunch of other chores. So, I'll see you guys Thursday. I'll be streaming as usual. Right now, if you were to ask me, Shades, top stocks to buy right now before you go, Shades. Rich Tech Robotics, APLD, all right, Rich Tech Robotics, APLD, and Soundhound. Those are your top three to buy. All right. If you have to pick one of those three, Rich Tech Robotics. If you have enough cash, then Rich Tech Robotics number one. Number two, well, look at Rich Tech Robotics. It's headed towards 20% move today. I told you. I literally, if you were here at the beginning of this stream, what did I say? I said, hey guys, this can move 20% today. That's why I bought in. I know the stock well enough to know how it moves. So Rich Tech Robotics, number one. APLD, number two. I still think APLD is a good one. Don't get me wrong. But right now you got to focus on what's moving, which is the robotic sector. So if you had to buy something right now, like you got 10K, Rich Tech Robotics. That's the way to go. Let's play the outro because this is the outro here. Let's play the Bears outro. Oops, I don't even know how to set this up, but I'll see you guys Thursday. Let's play the outro. I'm still getting used to all this. How the hell do I play the outro? I think I have to do this. I have to